An Amber Alert was issued for a 4-year-old girl who was kidnapped from just outside her own home.
We have somewhere between 75 to 100 law enforcement officers involved in this recovery effort.
We really appreciate everybody getting together trying to help us find her.
Little Alisa Maier was in her front yard playing with her brother when witnesses say
A white male of unknown age driving a darkened colored vehicle with front end damage.
Grabbed Alisa.
I don't personally know Alisa. I have children the same age.
Alisa is 3 foot tall with straight brown hair and brown eyes. Last seen wearing a white shirt and blue jean shorts.
Please, anybody, if you know anything, call the FBI, whoever you need to call. They'll give you the number. You call them. If you let me know, because I want this baby back.
Probably have somewhere between 75 to 100 law enforcement officers, federal, state, and local, involved in this recovery effort. We also have volunteers that are helping us. That number is probably up somewhere around 50. It's been a complete community effort from every standpoint. As far as from the FBI's complement, we have approximately about 30 agents here. That makeup, just to kind of give you an idea of what some of these agents do, is we have a specialist in child abduction rapid deployment team. These are members that actually are trained and participate in abductions across the country.
Please help. The tip line, 573-754-4021. 754-4021. This little girl in her own front yard with her brother, age 6, playing. The mom and dad just go in to try to fix dinner. The little boy runs in and says, "Mommy, Mommy, a man just took his sister." It happened just like that. She is gone. The mother was sitting out on the front steps crying. They couldn't stop her. She ran and jumped in the car and took off, trying to chase down the kidnapper. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being behind that wheel, just driving blindly down the street, trying to find a car you didn't see that might have your 4-year-old little girl in it? That's what's happening right now in Louisiana, Missouri. Out to Ellie Jostad, our chief editorial producer. Ellie, what happened?
Nancy, this was just last night. Alisa Maier, she's just 4 years old. She's out playing in her yard with her 6-year-old brother. He is the only witness that we know of, Nancy. He says that a man, a white man with dark hair, pulled up in a black car, or a dark-colored car. He said that the man got out of the car, grabbed his little sister, and drove off. Now, he just had a very vague description. Like I said, white male, dark hair, not sure of the age of the young man. They think he was in his early 20s. They also think the car could have had some hood or front-end damage, but they don't want anybody to rule anything out if they think they saw something suspicious last night.
Nicolanani, isn't it true that the neighbors saw for hours that afternoon? This has all gone down in the last 24 hours. A dark car cruising the neighborhood for hours.
That's right, Nancy. Family and neighbors say, after being interviewed by police, that they witnessed somebody, a stranger, in a dark vehicle that they'd never seen before, circling, going around in circles in the neighborhood for hours before the child went missing and was abducted.
Everyone, this went down in Louisiana, Missouri. Take a look. A missing girl, just 4 years old, kidnapped, snatched from her front yard, playing out there with her little brother. Rupa, what can you tell me about a carnival that had been in town?
Right. Police and investigators have been trying to figure out what kind of strangers would have been in this area at this time. Now, this is a very small town, Nancy, 3,800 people. Everybody knows everybody. And this is the kind of town that people leave their doors open, unlocked, windows open. It's not a crime-ridden neighborhood, and it's a place where everyone knows everyone. So the only strangers that may have been in town were just 1 or 2 days earlier this weekend when there was a carnival in town. So they're suspecting perhaps that may have brought some strangers into town.
With us right now, a very special guest, Carrie Doyle. This is Alisa's aunt joining us from Louisiana and Missouri. Miss Doyle, thank you for being with us. What is your understanding of what happened?
Just only being told what was said and knowing what Blake had saw before she was taken away. Just that he said a gentleman pulled up. Maybe it said, come here. He opened the door and just grabbed her and took off.
So he said, come here. Did he pull up into their driveway?
I don't think so. I believe that their vehicle is probably sitting in the driveway.
Okay, so this was, that would mean that the car was on the street. He
Yeah.
probably opened the passenger door, and the child probably just got close enough for the perp to grab her. Did he get? He had to get out of the car, right?
I would say so. I mean, she was a very shy child. I'm having a hard time believing that she would actually get close enough without him actually having to get out of the car. So I'm assuming, what Blake has called her brother, that he probably has a really good description of what he looks like. If, we can get something close, he could probably identify, and say, hey, this is the guy that took my sister.
So right now, all we've got is a white male with dark hair, a dark sedan car. Do we know if it's 2-door or 4-door?
He thought, Blake was saying it was a 4-door. Anything, I believe anything that comes close. He is a child, and the FBI did say, he did give a really good description of everything. So, I believe what he says, he's the only real eyewitness we have at this time.
The other neighbors, Miss Doyle, other neighbors said they observed a dark sedan circling the neighborhood for a couple of hours.
Yeah, they said it was neighbors' daughters. They said they thought it was kind of strange that this car, kept on driving around. I guess it's more than a couple times, so I guess it stuck out a little.
Well, Carrie, with me, everyone, is little Alyssa's aunt, Aunt Carrie Doyle, joining us out of Louisiana, Missouri. Carrie, what was their description of the vehicle?
Same thing Blake said, a dark car, 4-door, sunroof, damage to the front.
So hold
they
on, this has
thought the
changed.
gentleman was light-colored with blonde crew-cut hair, so I'm not sure.
Okay, but the car, now we're getting 4-door, possible sunroof, dark sedan. Were the older witnesses saying blue or black or brown?
They were saying black.
Black. 4-door, black, sedan, sunroof, damage to the front. Is that correct, Carrie?
Yes.
Did anybody get a plate, or whether it's even the same state?
No, no one knows for sure. I haven't been told anything either, so I'm not sure if they got any other leads.
Yeah, does your state have an identifiable
Yes, very
tag?
Identifiable tag.
What's the tag look like?
Missouri is very big on the top. All around the corners is blue, and then our state bird's in the middle of it.
Yes, I've seen that. What's that bird in the middle?
Oh.
Don't know. I'll
that
find
makes
out.
me not a very good Missourian, does it?
No. I'm just trying to think. Let me go to Agent Mike Cast, Assistant Special Agent in charge, FBI St. Louis Division. Agent Cast, thank you very much for being with us. Everybody, we're taking your calls live. Agent Cast, what can you tell us tonight? We want to put as much information out there because the first 48 hours, as you know, Agent Cast, are extremely crucial. What can you tell us, Agent?
Well, that's right, Nancy. I've been listening to your conversation, and you pretty much summarized everything. I mean, right now, the major lead that we're going on is, we're trying to identify who was here in the neighborhood and who potentially picked up Alisa, sometime after 7:20 p.m. last night.
7:20 p.m. Was it dark yet?
No, it really wasn't that dark.
Okay, because, right, at this time of the year, it doesn't get dark in a lot of areas till like 9 or 9:30, so it could have been just like daylight. Everybody, joining us is Agent Mike Cast, Special Agent in charge of the FBI St. Louis Division. Also with us, the aunt of the abducted little girl, Carrie Doyle. We are taking your calls. Please look at this girl. She's only been gone about 24 hours. We may have a chance to save Alisa's life. Her parents need your help. She was taken from Louisiana, Missouri, out of her own front yard. The tip line, 573-754-4021. Please help us. as we